You're going to go to your midterm pivot page in your portfolio. And you're going to go to the bottom of the page and you're going to download the midterm pivot from here. So there's a download arrow right there, so you're just going to click on the arrow and download it. Okay, and I should see that come up on everybody's screen. Just right click and it should download. It should not be any... You can always go to 2018-2, but those are uncropped. So you could probably download one from your drawing. Yeah, you're going to want something that's cropped, so see if you can get the one from your drawing. Probably, because those are cropped.
Do you have it already?
Whichever one you want.
I'm just saying, like, if you go to your folder down.
Okay, you download your picture. Okay, so that is, it's mode. So, like down.
I don't even know. I don't think they downloaded our pictures. We take it out of
Okay, and try and get a picture that's cropped.
If it's the one from the headshots, then yeah. If that's the one in your canvas, then that's the one. If it's not on your canvas, that's one of the
Okay, and then Eric, were you able to find a picture to download, your headshot? We'll go into your, you did the assignment, so go and find your pictures. So go to your drive. And open that up and see if you can download one of those. Okay, so, okay. All right, is everybody ready? Okay, I need to see the midterm pivot open.
Miss, how do you download it from here? Because you want to prompt.
Braxton, go back to your own desk.
I'm trying to help.
I understand, thank you. I appreciate that.
All you have to download
Okay, I'm thinking you might be able to copy it. And did you download that file? Yeah. Let me see if enable editing. And it's not sure. Go ahead and make it smaller so it fits in that upper
I
line.
downloaded it.
Okay, so Eric, go ahead and click Enable Editing, and then you should get to see what you left on the last time. So this is what I should see on everybody's screen. So Juan, go ahead and get it with Asalia. We just copied her picture and then did a paste, and she's resizing it. Let me see how she's getting along with that. Okay, so you're going to resize it and fit it right about there. Okay, the rest of you should have it in your drive, because see if it will let you download it from here. Right click and download it, because I'm not quite sure. So it's not. Okay, so let's just we'll just see what happens. Okay, and when you save this, you're going to save it clean, but the file name is going to change. Okay, Celia, I'm not quite sure how we're gonna do that, and,
I need a crop.
well, not right now, we don't have time for cropping, so if you didn't take a cropped picture, just go ahead and move it up. If it will let you crop it there, you can crop it. But otherwise, I don't want to spend a lot of time on these pictures. We have other things we need to do. Okay, do not put your picture there yet. Okay, so Eric, is that downloaded?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need it there yet. Okay, because the program is going to want it to get it from your drive, so it needs to be in your drive. So go ahead and delete it, because I don't think it's going to work from there. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with Asalia. Okay, first thing we're going to do is a save as, and we're going to clean up the file name, but we're going to change it to another format. So go to File, and do your save as, and then pause until everybody catches up. Okay, Asalia, you need to be in this mode. You need to be saving this file.
I do.
Okay, so I'm seeing something else in front of me, so that's okay. Okay, so click on Downloads. And you're going to click on the second arrow, and we're going to change it to a different format. Okay, so you're going to choose Macro Enabled. And then you're going to clean up the file name. So get rid of the 1 in parentheses after it. Okay, and notice that the extension should now be XLSM, if you did that correctly. Go ahead and save it. Okay, this is the first time I'm doing this exercise, so eventually it will become more polished. But we did an exercise in Visual Basic, and a colleague came to me this semester and said we're supposed to be using Visual Basic within the Microsoft Office program. So we're going to do the same exercise that we did with Hello World, and we're going to do it from within a Microsoft application. Okay, it's going to be pretty easy because I'm not real good at this, and so it should be pretty easy to follow. Okay, so the first thing, let's see, so you don't have developer turned on, although it should be. Click right here on this arrow, and let me see if that gives you an opportunity to add developer mode. To click More Commands. And let's see, we're looking for developer. Click on, I don't think it's an add-in, but let's go ahead and click on the add-in and see. So what we need is a tab up here.
You want to go to Customize Ribbon and then you'll have it checked.
Thank you. And that's up here? This,
Actually, you could do it from this window also. It's right below.
oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you.
Right-hand side.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so it's on the right-hand side?
And just put a check in the developer box and that'll add it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so do you see where it is, Eric? It is checked already. So go ahead and click OK. And hopefully, okay, so it should appear along this ribbon up here. Do you have yours, Jake?
Yeah, it'll be right after review before add-ins.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and click there and oh, there it is, developer. Okay. So does everybody have developer on there?
No.
Who's saying
Oh, I
no?
did, no, I had the. Oh.
Who's saying no? Okay, so go to that arrow right there. And go to customize ribbon.
And then when you try to,
It's already checked. So you're going to Okay, so everybody has developer in their menu. Yes, yes, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good job, you guys. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, we're gonna do an insert.
Insert.
So right here, so if you click on the developer tab, then there's an arrow underneath insert. And this one here where my cursor is a button. So we're gonna create a button again. And the button will need to be big enough to include your picture. So Eric, go ahead and click on that insert menu. The arrow underneath, okay, and right where my cursor is, that's what you're gonna click, and then you're gonna click over to the right on your image. And you're gonna draw the button. Okay, so it's gonna give you a plus sign that's gonna let you draw the button.
It's the command button.
Enough to hold, well, just so that it fits in that little space. Well, yeah, to the right part of the page.
That's big enough, right there.
Okay, so does everybody have a command button one? Yep, we're gonna put it on the first page, because we don't wanna go over onto the second page. Okay, so everybody's got a button, right? Okay, I don't think it should have your picture yet, unless you're... I know, so just hold on, we'll figure out what to do. All right. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the properties of this. So Eric, click on your button so that we can go to its properties.
Yeah, right.
I just don't click on it.
We weren't quite ready for you to left click on it. So go back, you should have two windows open. And
Click on it.
yeah, so there should be no corners in there. Okay, so on this, we're going to go to the properties of the button, and you're going to see something that looks a little bit like the properties. So you'll see that we didn't have to open up Visual Basic, and you'll see that this is a little bit like what you had before. Now, one of the big differences that Visual Basic that we did the first time calls it an image, and here it calls it a picture. So you're going to go to the properties of your button, and you're going to click where it says Picture None, and it's going to give you that dialog box.
How do we go up the properties? We click on that double button.
Okay, so there's a dialog box here. Go ahead and click on your dialog box, and it will give you an opportunity to upload your picture. Okay, so if that's your picture, go ahead and click Open. Okay, and it's going to come in distorted, so move your picture from the corners, and let's see if we can remove some of the distortion.
And then click on the arrows.
I'm not sure.
Why is my thing on?
Oh, yeah, I think you can just, let's just go through it and leave it sideways for now. Just resize it so that if anybody knows how to do it from here, you would need to have a picture that was already cropped, which would have gone in right side up cropped.
How did you do this?
Oh no, she just said that yeah, if it was cropped it would come out the right way.
So did your picture come up?
It's sideways.
Sideways?
That's fine. I don't want to deal with it right now. We have other things that we need to do.
It just looks like that. So I don't know if that's
Okay, just make it so that it's not distorted. So you're gonna have to move it in from the sides
that way, so it had